Thank you. Appreciate it.
You having missed last game, did you feel like you had to do something a little extra tonight? Or what?
Yeah, I felt like I had to make a statement tonight. Played pretty good. Made my open shots. We played as a team. I was just in rhythm, and that was.
8 open shots as aggressively to the basket.
Yeah, I was pretty aggressive. I could have been more, but I did what I had to do for the team.
Interesting game. You guys come on fire. You know, you see that. You know, ride and run on a big lead. Typical basketball. Your team kind of settles on, bounce back. But what did you have to do? You think to kind of withstand their run and hang on?
I mean, the coach expected me to come off the bench and bring a lot of energy. So as a junior, I knew I had to keep the energy going, and that's what I did. And I just kept us together. We just kept fighting as a team, and we came up victorious.
Coach Rec told me the other day, Hillsdale, maybe not spectacular, but solid. He's like, just very, very solid. Would you agree with that assessment?
Yeah, they're a pretty solid team. They've all played together. They're a pretty big team. But besides that, we played good. We was able to counter their runs with our runs.
Good crowd out there.
Yeah.
There's a lot of energy in the gym. That was nice to see. Good crowds that make it extra fun for you.
Yeah, it does. It brings more energy to us because we're excited because they're there. They hyping us up, and that just only makes us play harder.
Rec, any thoughts on the game? Thought offensively, for the most part, executed pretty well.
Yeah, you know, we struggled a little bit in the second half of things, and you got to give, you know, Hillsdale credit for some of the things that they were doing defensively. But I thought our energy in the first half, and it also helps, you know, when you're knocking down shots, but I thought we attacked. We made some, obviously some big perimeter shots, but a lot of it was created because of dribble penetration, help situations, finding the open guy, and then being ready to shoot. A lot of the runs that they got were created where either we gambled a couple times, the offensive rebounding was an issue. You know, we get out-rebounded by 10, which, again, shouldn't happen. We're barely out-rebounding our opponents this year in league play, and probably with this game we won't be. And that's one of the things that I guess with me and my personality, that's just a toughness and a focus type thing. Now, I will say I thought Khalid came up with some big defensive rebounds where he got his nose in there, got up. He and Jermaine, I think, battled for a couple that were huge for us. You know, we were able to, when they did make a run, not drop our heads and kept battling. We got a little lucky on a couple where they got to the basket. I thought it was a little unfortunate on a few where we were at the basket and either didn't finish or may have been some contact or what we thought. I thought it was a tough game in a lot of aspects for officials because of the physicality of it. But they did match up, I thought, fouls late because it got physical where on the defensive end where we battled and they went to the basket and just after passing on our end. So I thought that showed a lot of professionalism and good judgment on their part.
That's nice to start the North. You know, like you said, take care of business at home. We got to do that. So whether you're on the road or at home, it's just nice to start the divisional play with a win.
If we're going to compete for the championship in the top 3 in the league, you've got to win at home because that puts you in such a big hole of and it's tough to win on the road to somebody else that you've got to knock off on the road. And with, you know, Saginaw Valley and Ferris State, with the start that they've had in Lake State, we're playing catch-up already. So you can't afford to give them up. So I was really pleased that even though, you know, in the second half we go 0 for 4 from 3 and shoot barely over 40%, we were still able to sustain and find a way to win when they had some confidence going. But this puts us in a good position, and now, you know, it's fun to talk about the rivalry with Saginaw Valley and going over there and trying to get our first one on the road, which obviously is going to be tough with them beating Lake State tonight. They are playing at a very, very high level and playing with a lot of confidence and showing a lot of toughness.
Tonight, the big guy was kind of a tough match. He had a pretty good game, but I didn't have the stats with me, but it didn't feel like Cooper really hurt you too bad.
No, he hit some big shots. You know, he ended up with 11 points, 10 rebounds, but 5 for 12 from the field. And we had some tough match. I mean, Dylan ended up guarding him quite a bit and was physical with him, where he hurt us a couple times, was on some offensive boards with his size and strength. He did a good job in the zone. We made an adjustment, and that helped, where he was floating around the elbow, and they were entering it from the top, which is a tough position to guard out of a traditional zone, and he was knocking that down. I thought Casey had one that he really challenged, and I'm still not sure how. I mean, he ended up swishing it, but I thought it was a pretty good defensive challenge. He is a really good player. I mean, can shoot it from the perimeter, loves the post, and did a pretty good job defensively also. So he's a really good player. And then Pretzer, he's a load. I mean, really right at 7 foot, 6'10", 6'11", and every bit at 270. So that's a heck of a matchup, and was a big challenge for Casey most of the time.
All right, see you Saturday night.
Thanks.
All right, thank you.